Hey, it's Squidly. When backpackers are buying gear, we're usually looking for three features: inexpensive, durable, and lightweight. The problem with going for those three features in gear is that, kind of as the saying goes, with these three features, you can pick two because you're not going to get the third. It can be inexpensive and durable, but it won't be light. It can be inexpensive and light, but it won't be durable. It can be durable and light, but it won't be inexpensive. For some time now, I've had it in my mind that there are some gear items that I have used in the past and continue to use that are what I'm going to refer to as unicorns. They're not going to be on these lines between the two that you can pick. They're going to be kind of in the middle, which is you might sacrifice a little bit on one or two of those, but these gear items either entirely or partially meet all three. So when I use these terms inexpensive, I mean relatively inexpensive. I don't mean on the cheap. When I use the term durable, I mean, in my experience, they've been durable. And with lightweight, I'm not talking about necessarily ultralight, whatever that term might mean for different pieces of gear. Okay, what I'm going to share with you are 5 gear items that I use that are what I consider to be unicorns in this respect. The first one is the Tokes Titanium Pot. Now, there's not just one size or variety of it. There are actually a lot of them. You can go on Amazon, you can find these. They are really lightweight because they're titanium, which is a super lightweight and durable metal. And they're really inexpensive. Mine is the 750 milliliter pot, and you can get them smaller, therefore a little bit less expensive. But this 750 milliliter pot was only around $35. That just, to me, is about as inexpensive for a piece of gear where it's attempting to meet all three of these as you can get. It's lightweight, it's inexpensive, and it is durable. The second item I think is going to be really of interest potentially to a lot of people because it's in the big three, and it is my sleeping bag system. Now, I have 2 of these. These are from Hike and Bike, and I've got them in the Aeolus line. They are down sleeping bags, and when I bought them, the price may have changed a little bit, but I wouldn't think by much. They were on the shoulders of $200 each. So a down sleeping bag for around $200 is pretty good. It's not as cheap as a Costco quilt or something like that, but it's inexpensive given what it is. In my experience, they've been durable. I've had this blue 30 degree now for a couple of years. I've had it on more nights than I can even attempt to account for, and there's no sign of wear on it at all. And again, on the lightweight, is this ultralight? Is this the lightest thing that's out there? Of course not. You can get lighter quilts because the quilts are smaller. I like the coverage of a full sleeping bag, even though I sleep under it like it's a quilt. The third item is tents from the company Eureka. I bought a Eureka tent a long time ago. Golly, it's probably been 17 or 18 years, and it's a one-man tent, and I've had it, again, just like with the sleeping bag, I've had it on more nights than I could even pretend to dream up a count for. But I have used it over and over again. It has been, I've had it out in rain. It has been durable. It was, I think, only $100 or about that when I bought it. And I went on the Eureka website before doing this video just to kind of look at where the prices are. And they're still, even in today's economy, still reasonably priced. And the weights are not ultralight, but they are lightweight. So again, it's something that fits kind of in the middle. You may compromise a little bit on the weight in order to save a little bit on the price, but it still fits somewhere in the middle because it is lightweight, it is relatively inexpensive, and it has certainly been durable. In fact, I've got it right here. This is not the original stuff sack for it, but I still have it, and I wouldn't be opposed to using it. The fourth item is the Cascade Mountain Tech trekking poles. Now, I have two of them, and I have used both of them at the same time from time to time, but I'm now down to where I only take one with me because I only hike with one, and now my tent only requires one. To me, trekking poles are kind of a weird thing. It's like a lot of things. You can spend as much as you want on it. If you decide you want $1,000 trekking poles, you can find them, and there is somebody who will take your money. On the other hand, if you decide that you want trekking poles and you want to carry them and you want to use them, or your tent requires them, you can do it in a much less expensive way. These are really inexpensive trekking poles. They are reasonably lightweight, and in the time that I've been using these, I've yet to break one. I haven't had to replace one yet, and this has been years, 2 or 3 years and a lot of miles. And so I just have to say that this line of trekking poles, in my estimation, fits as a unicorn on this because of what they are and how they perform and what they cost. The fifth and final piece that I'm going to share with you today is the BRS stove. You can get these on Amazon for under $20. They are titanium. This thing weighs just practically nothing. There's just nothing to it. And it has been durable. In fairness, I have to say though, I keep waiting for something to happen because it's so small, it's so lightweight. I'm just expecting on any use that something's going to happen to it. This just seems too good to be true. Here, I'll show you. It just doesn't seem like, as lightweight and small and affordable as this is, that it ought to last any time at all. But it just keeps going. All right, that was 5 inexpensive, durable, and lightweight pieces of backpacking gear that, in my estimation, are unicorns in this whole gear conversation. This is not all of them. If you have others that you use or you've had experience with, put those in the comments. Let's have a conversation. And on the way out, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.